This video is brought to you by TS4U IT Engineering Bootcamp.
So my next question is, we are still in the GitLab CI. So where do you keep your job template for GitLab CI? We have a lot of template for different things. How do you manage them and where do you keep them actually?
Yeah, so all the GitLab CI job templates are within our Git repos. Okay, so we basically have some GitLab job templates within the app repository. Okay, so for all of our applications, we basically have one single GitLab CI.yaml file in every single repo. And for the deployment, we basically have another separate repo. Okay, for our infrastructure jobs, for our deployment jobs, we basically have a separate DevOps infrastructure repo where all of our automation scripts like shell scripts, Ansible scripts, Terraform scripts, and all the GitLab CI scripts are actually stored. Okay, so whenever we go to deployment, it starts from the application repo. It will build, it will test, it will install all the necessary things, and then it will trigger from one repo to another to the infrastructure repo, and then the deployment pipeline will start. So we basically have two locations where we store all of our GitLab CI templates.
Yeah, yep, sounds good. So I have a quick follow-up question. So since each of the reports separated for each of the functionality, so when a new project is started, so do the developer or is there any the process to follow the developer and the DevOps, because they have to follow the certain things to start the process? So how does it work? How that process work?
Okay, so that's a very good question actually, because we have a process where we have the access to the specific application repo for both DevOps engineers and the developers. Okay, so in our team, we basically, as a DevOps engineer, have access to the Git repo itself. In my previous companies, we didn't have it. So what we do is whenever a new project actually comes in, we basically get a ticket that, okay, this thing needs to be automated. Okay, and then we just assign anybody from the team who are actually on the release team, and then they goes to that repo. They creates a GitLab CI template, because we have a lot of templates, and it just says that, okay, this is based on Node, okay, just use this template. If this is based on the Python, it just picks another template from our template repository, and then it just creates a bunch of scripts and a bunch of GitLab CI YAML files on that specific new application repo. And yeah, after pushing that thing is good. He just tested a bunch of time, and then, okay, seems good, all the pipelines are running fine. And in terms of that, since we need to deploy it as well, we basically need to add that new repository into our infrastructure repo as well. Okay, so that from the application repo, new application repo, it can trigger our infrastructure repo as well, so that it can be a full end-to-end deployment job from the starting to deploying and releasing. So yeah, this is what we need to follow when we have a new project coming in.
Got it. Understood. Yep. Thank you.